Welcome. Changing this one word in the Bible will bring clarity to billions. What is this word? This word is art. If art should be changed into mind, then it will clarify a lot. Then it will bring clarity to the sentence, and a lot of people will understand it more clearly. Example, Matthew 5, verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. If that was changed to, blessed are the pure in mind, for they shall see God. Because all your thinking process is taking place within the mind. Number 2, everyone who look at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in their heart. So if that should change, everyone who look at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his mind, because all the action is in the mind. Your thinking process is in the mind. Your imagination is within the mind, not in the physical heart. Number 3, Matthew 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And if you replace it, for where your treasure is, there your mind will be also. Because it's the mind itself who is thinking about these things. Wherever your treasure is, that's where your focus is on. And for you to focus, that's a mental thing. And all the mental work is taking place within the mind itself, not in the physical heart. I think Jesus is not talking about the physical heart. He's talking about the mental heart, the spiritual heart, which is within the mind, the thinking process, where things come into being, where you're dealing with the spiritual stuff. Because remember, God is spirit, and those who worship God must worship in spirit and in truth. So it's not a physical thing. So anything that's physical, that's on the body, but anything that's spiritual is within the mind itself. It's not playing out on the external like that. So wherever your treasure is, that's where your mind is. Yeah. Do you ever hear the saying that my mind just ran on you? I was just thinking of you. So that thinking of you is not within the heart. It's the mental space that you're using to do that. Number 4, Matthew 22:37. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. If you replace that, there will be 2 times that mind will show up inside here. You shall love the Lord your God with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your mind. Number 5, Mark 7, verse 18 to 19. Whatever goes into a person from the outside cannot defile him, since it enter not his heart, but his stomach, if you replace that, then it would be whatever goes into a person from the outside cannot defile him, since it does not enter his mind, but his stomach. So we're talking about physical things here. So the physical things cannot interfere with the spiritual things. It's not like you eat the wrong kind of food and then it give you a burn in your heart. It's not like that. Number 6, Mark 11 verse 23. Whoever say to this mountain, be taken up, and does not doubt in his mind, it will be done. If you change that word from heart to mind, it would make more sense to a lot of people. Whoever say to this mountain, be taken up, and does not doubt in his mind, it will be done. Because it's in your mind that you believe and you have doubt. That's where the thinking process is, for you to believe and disbelieve things, not in your physical heart. Number 7, Mark 12 verse 30. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your strength. And if you change it, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your mind, with all your thinking, with all your doing, with all your imagination, you should love the Lord your God within everything you're doing. Number 8, it's the same. Number 8 is to love him with all the heart, to love him with all the mind, and with all the understanding, and all the strength. Number 9, John 14 verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God. So if it's change, it will be, let not your mind be troubled. Believe in God. So believe is a spiritual thing. It's not a physical thing. Let not your mind be troubled. Believe in God. Let not your mind be troubled, because it's your mind. It's the emotion that develop within you, which is in the mind, that's going to be problematic. That's what's going to be bothering you. That's what's going to be troubled. Number 10, John 14 verse 27. Let not your heart be troubled. Peace I leave with you. So it's the same like number 9. Let not your mind be troubled. Peace be with you. In the Bible, Jesus used the word mind twice, but he used heart 26 to 28 times. I think there's some kind of mistranslation which got things messed up, because the physical heart is not responsible for a lot of the stuff that are happening. We're talking about the spiritual heart, the mental mind itself, where things are coming into being, where you're doing the creative process. I know that this is the place Jesus is talking about. I don't believe it's the place. I know it's the place. I'm sure it's the place. It's not the physical heart. It's the mental heart he's talking about, where the thinking process is taking place. Look at it closely and see if it's the physical heart you're thinking in, or it's the physical heart that you're lusting in or focusing in. It's the mental heart you're using to do that thing. And the mental heart is within the mind itself. If you look at it, then you will come to the same conclusion. And you will recognize that what he's talking about in all these sentences is the mental space. It's within the mind itself. It's not in the heart. I know it have misled a lot of people to thinking he's talking about the physical heart and not the mental heart. And I don't know if this is done on purpose, because if you start going deep within you, within the thinking process, if all these sentences were mentioning the mind and you should focus on the mind, then you will realize that's where all that come into existence is coming from. All of man creation is coming from within the mind. And if a lot of people discover that this is what it is, if billions of people discover that the creative process is in this space, and they go deep within themselves and they discover the universal force behind all of creation, then they will recognize themselves within that force and realize that that force is responsible for all that they see. And that will change everything within their life. So religion for them would not exist anymore. Belief for them will not exist anymore. Because once you come to this space and you know what's real and you see what's real, then your belief disappears, because you don't believe in God anymore, because you know that there's a God. You don't believe there's a God. You know you can see God. You can see the movement, and you can see everything for what it is in this space. And I think that's the reason why they use the word art, because the word heart will get you to focus somewhere else, not on the real place. But those who can look behind and realize that this is the space that Jesus is talking about, he's talking about the mental space, then everything changed for that person. But can you imagine billions of people discovering the truth and realizing that this is where God is? This is where the kingdom of God is. Can you imagine that? All at the same time. Then this would be a big revolution. And if there's a big revolution like this, then that will freak out people, especially the authorities, because people will recognize how things come into existence. They will discover for themselves what is real. And if you discover what is real, then nobody can fool you, are playing the tricks and get you to believe things that you know are not real, because you will know the truth. You will see exactly where things are coming from. You will be at the fountain itself, where things are springing in up into life. Remember to bring some clarity and some awareness into your creative space. 10 to 12 deep breath can get you started. Blessing be with you always. Peace.